Hey guys, this is Jeremy, and I asked my wife Narissa to join me on this video because in our marriage, she is the one whose heart is geared more towards doing acts of kindness. So I'm going to have her share three things that she's done, and then I'll share three things that I've done.
Okay, there's just recently there's some things that has been pulling strings in my heart to do these certain things. The first one was I just have something in my heart that tells me to say this encouraging, kinder words to my sister-in-law. She's a great wife and a great mother, but she's also at the same time going to school for nursing, and I know how stressful it can be to be working on your grades, doing homeworks, and at the same time raising a 2-year-old daughter and being a good wife at the same time. So I just had this urge to call her or text message her that what she's doing is great, and just kind of give her those kind of nice encouraging words. And I did that. I sent her a text message, and then I called her to tell her how much I appreciate, what she does for her family, and that she's a great person, and all those things, all those kind words to her. And she really appreciated it, and it was just an out of the blue thing, with no hidden agenda. Just wanted her to know that that she's doing a great job, and she appreciated it. The second thing is I just had this urge to give our neighbor some extra food. She has 4 young kids, and we have those extra snacks and foods for our kids. And since we're going away, we're going out of town, I wanted to give her some of the foods for the kids. And when I knocked on her door, she not only received that and was appreciative of it, but she was also at that time needing some money for gas. She just recently lost her job, and she didn't want to get fired again for this one for not having enough gas to get to work. So with me giving the food, she was also asking me if I have extra money for gas, which she was hesitating to ask, but she did. But it was just that urge to give her some food and give her a little bit of money for her gas. So the other thing was making cards to the doctor and just saying wonderful things and how we appreciate them helping our kids with what they have gone through, and just something out of the blue, just letting them know how we appreciate their work.
So yeah, that's Narissa really has a heart geared for people. She is what I'd like to call a compliment machine. She finds something nice about anybody and everybody she meets, and that's the first thing that naturally just jumps out of her mouth. Just, oh, I like your eyes, or I like your dress, or I like the earrings that you were wearing, and just to see how she just absolutely lights people up, just because of the person she is. She doesn't do this on purpose. That's just her natural nature, and she's a wonderful blessing to have around with me all the time. But now going to the 3 acts of kindness that I would share. Over the past couple of years, I've noticed a couple of things that have been very significant. And let me start with this first one, which is, we're going on our 10-year anniversary, June 28th of 2013. And in that 10 years of being married, Narissa's been here in America, and she hasn't seen her family once. It's a huge financial burden to travel back to the Philippines. We're talking about 10, 15 grand to take a flight there, to stay there, providing for food and customs and all of that stuff. So that's not anything that we can do now. Now, when I married her, it was under kind of a covenant that I'm going to take care of her family. And it's not like a normal mother-in-law, father-in-law here in America where they can take care of themselves. We're talking about a poor family where it's hard to even hold a job. It's hard to survive and get by, a third world country. And their whole dream is to make it here in America. So when they came and she married an American, they were looking for that hope to be here. And because it's you have to earn 6-figure income to petition them here, it's not a good thing. So her grandmother has a grudge against Narissa, that she should have married a rich, wealthy Japanese person that Narissa had been betrothed to, but Narissa, out of defiance, chose me instead of this Japanese man. And so her grandmother has never forgiven her for that. What's worse is her grandmother's thoughts have gotten to Narissa's oldest brother. And Narissa's oldest brother has started to think that, I'm spineless, that she's, and that Narissa has betrayed her dad. She doesn't care about her dad's family anymore. He started blaming her about not taking care of her dad or her younger brothers or anything like that. So about a month ago, I just had this natural pull to send her brother out of the blue just $100, just to help out with things. And how instantly that restored the relationship between Narissa and her brother's opinion of me was amazing. And on top of that, her brother had lost his holiday bonus, so he wasn't getting a bonus at the end of the year that he was going to count on. So that helps him out tremendously financially. Now, another thing that I want to point out here is this isn't a random act of kindness. I hate random acts of kindness because it's you doing something out of the blue for someone that has no reason, purpose, or whatsoever. When we follow the leading of the Holy Spirit, then we're able to go and intervene in people's lives as God leads us to. He hears their prayers. He knows what they need. And us being servants is when we practice intentional acts of kindness to intervene into people's lives. And this all comes full circle now that when I had to go down to Southern Seminary this week for an interview for my doctorate program, we had no idea how we were going to get there, but we came out of a store just the other week, and in our passenger seat was an envelope saying, "From Jesus to your family. He loves you and your family." And inside that envelope was $50. Someone out of nowhere comes up in a parking lot, finds my van when I need money for gas and travel, drops that in there, gives me this $50 that brings me down to Southern, where I meet all kinds of incredible people, and I realize my calling and my purpose. This weekend has been convergence for me. And that's because someone practiced an intentional obedience to God, because he has heard the prayers and he's seen the struggles that everyone's gone through. So what does all of this mean? It's not about random acts of kindness. It's about obedience to the Holy Spirit. And I hope as pastors, we are as obedient to the Holy Spirit as we encourage our congregation to be. So that's it. Take care, guys, and I'll be looking forward to seeing your videos.